going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. I am totally excited for today's episode because we're going to be moving our lettuce plants into their final home. We're going to be moving them into the hydroponic bins finally. And so this is a very exciting step. This is where they go from tiny little seedlings to like fully mature plants in about 20 days. It's incredible how fast they grow once you get them into their final location. So I'm really excited about this. It's gonna be fun to bring you all along because I've seen so many people that have commented and said, I'm growing along with you. So I am really glad that you're growing along with us. It's a lot of fun. And this is really something that I think is so doable for so many people. So I'm glad to see so many people jump on the bandwagon about this. And the other nice thing too that I read in the comment section of last video was, wow, Luke, I was surprised how inexpensive it is. I really didn't think that it could be possible to do on my budget. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I think there's a very common misconception that hydroponic gardening is really expensive. It does not have to be. You can make it really expensive, just like you can make outdoor gardening super expensive. It's all in how you make it. So I try to not overcomplicate things, and I try to not overspend ever. Because if you don't have to get great results, why would you, right? I don't have enough water to fill up all these bins here. I was not gonna go to my local big box store and buy up 100 gallons of purified water. So I'm going to be using regular city water. But I would recommend you all, if you can, to put a filter on your hose. You should already have one if you have a garden outside, because that chlorine and chloramine is not good for the microbes and the bacteria in your soil. That's why rain is so beautiful. It's got minerals, and it's also lacking all those chemicals that are used to sterilize the water and make it potable for you to drink, or potable, I guess some would say. So I would recommend you guys get a filter. That way it's really easy for you guys just to fill it up right outside, because we're talking about gallons and gallons of grow solution. So, it's just something that's a little bit easier outside. So I'm going to take you outside to the garage, and we're going to start filling up some 5-gallon buckets, and we're going to get growing. All right, let's go. So there are 3 things you're going to need to make this blend. This is my preferred way to grow, Kretke method. I mean, obviously there's a lot of different fertilizers out there, but I've had the best luck with this one. Now this involves Epsom salt to lower the pH, raise the acidity, some Master Blend. This is a tomato and vegetable formula. It has 4% available nitrogen, 18% available phosphorus, and 38% available potassium. Now this is very low in nitrogen, which is what brings in the third component, which is calcium nitrate. Now calcium nitrate is going to give you that boost of nitrogen, but nothing else, as you can see by these zeros. And I really like this method because it's all water soluble, and it's very it's very inexpensive. In fact, I'll post a link in to an Amazon link that will allow you to buy all 3 of these in a kit, and that's what I did. You can buy a 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound, and I think like a 25 pound kit. So you can definitely, it's scalable to your size operation, which I really love, and it's not expensive at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix up in this bowl here. We're going to mix up 6 grams of the Epsom salt. So you need 6 grams of the Epsom salt, and then you need 12 grams of the Master Blend and 12 grams of the calcium nitrate per 5 gallons. Alrighty, I got my pre-measured out fertilizer. And then we're just going to add our water. I really like to add my fertilizer first. That way, as I'm adding my water, it's actually mixing as I'm filling the bucket. All right, let's grow. So I've got my grow bin here and my bucket of solution, and now it's just as simple as just dumping it in. But you don't want to go willy-nilly just yet, because it's very important that you know where the net cups are going to set. So ideally, when you set these net cups into your system, you want the water to just barely be touching the bottom of this net cup. You don't want it to be not touching, because then they're not going to have moisture and nutrients, so they're going to dry out and die. But you also don't want it to be way up here high on the net cup, otherwise they'll drown and you'll have root rot. It's very important you just touch the bottom. So what I like to do is I like to kind of set this in here, kind of say, well, okay, there's about 1.5 inches or so, give or take. And so I'm going to kind of estimate as close as I can, and then what I'll do is I'll actually set it in the system, and I'll set the net cup in, and then what I'll do is I'll just fill one of these holes until I start to see water, so I start to see grow solution touch the bottom of the net cup. That's right about there, just about perfect. So now I can see grow solution coming through the bottom of the net cup, and now we are good to put the other net cup in, and then we're ready to drop plants in. All we're going to do is I'm just going to remove this paper, or plastic, I guess, and then I'm just going to slide the rock wool cube right down into the net cup. And that's why I absolutely love having these 2-inch net cups, because with the 1.5 inch rock wool cubes, they just fit so perfectly. And then all we'll do is we will push them down until you start to see the rock wool touch the very bottom. So I might have to do a little bit of squeezing and pinching, but it should be a snug fit. That's how it's intended to be. There we go. Perfect. Got a little bit of water there. But as you can see, perfect fit. It's supposed to be snug. And then that will also leave room for us to fill with some clay pebbles once the plant grows up a little bit. I think I'm going to take off just a little bit of these corners. It was just a little bit more snug than I preferred. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. There we go. Okay. After thinking about it, the more I thought about it, I didn't quite want it as snug as that last one. That one fit a whole lot better. I just took off some of the corners there, and it fit so much better. So, all right. Just kind of pack that around the edges there, and ready to go. So it is really that simple to get growing in a Kratky setup. Now again, this is totally scalable to your space, your budget, and I really do hope that you'll try this. And I really hope that you'll grow along with us. I'm gonna get these set up here off camera because it's definitely a whole lot of lugging up and down, and I already showed you one, so it's just the same, only times 7. So I'm gonna get these other 7 systems done. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned something new. As always, make sure to stay tuned for more updates, not only on this channel by subscribing so you get updates, or by checking us out on Facebook and Instagram. We are always posting updates whenever we have them, and there definitely should be some coming very soon when it comes to the 87-year-old tomato, the giant crimson. So I know you all are really excited about that. I cannot wait. Every day I check it. Probably check it close to twice a day on average, and so far nothing. So you'll be the first to know. I recommend you all check out also MIgardener.com. Everything that all the seeds that we're growing this year can be found over there. And as you saw, we had a 100% germination rate. And it's just a shameless plug for the quality of seeds that we provide. And we really want to provide them at a low budget. Obviously, like I said, I try to do everything on a low budget. I don't like spending a lot on seeds. So I recommend going over and checking our seed website out over at MIgardener.com. We have a seed store there where everything is 99 cents. So if you have not yet checked it out, recommend doing it. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel reminding you to grow big or go home. We'll catch you all later. See ya. Bye.